Sunday, 28th of September 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. There seems to be two kinds of people in the world: pessimists, and optimists. Really, fundamentally, I think it's how you view the future and how you view your future and what you're going to do about it. You could argue at a deeper level being active or proactive or reactive, working and building towards something and doing and making strides, or being much more defensive, offensive and defensive in life, and being apprehensive, doubtful, you name it. And I did some videos in the past talking about meritocracy and how life always gets better and whatever else. And then inadvertently you could describe me as optimistic, and I would agree, in a sense of, am I doing things now that will make my life better? Tomorrow, this floating time, just tomorrow. Yes. Are we doing things that are making life better, more comfortable in the future? Again, that floating timeline in the future. Yes. And then you could say, at a deeper level, looking at yourself in the mirror, to what extent are you optimistic or pessimistic? And I mean that in a very much a fact-finding way, with regards to, are you actively working and building and creating? Yes, no, maybe, personal choice. But that's how I view it. In a sense of, am I benefiting today from the things I did a decade ago? At least 2 decades ago? Well, a different question, interesting answer. But yes, at a deeper level we could say, have I got things, or am I doing things, or am I able to have things, epistemic contrast, I did a video about this a few months ago, able to live a life because of actions I did a couple of years ago. Yes, no, maybe, totally subjective choice, but that's an interesting metric and barometer and KPI to think about with regards to improving life, doing stuff. And I mean that in a very proactive, assertive, logical way, in a sense of, this thing you're doing right now, will it make your life better? There's that floating timeline again. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, in the future, in the distant future. And the answer really ought to be, again, the key word there is ought to be yes. Ought in a sense of, this is a good idea, that's a good suggestion. It's not a should, because fundamentally we've got our own choices in life. And then we can also be, paradoxically, you've got the ability and the freedom, that's an interesting word there, to not bother at all and say, forget about it. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about it. And be either stuck in the past, nostalgic. I did a video about that as well, a year or something ago. Being nostalgic can be dangerous. But also at the same time, one thing I picked up a couple of years ago from, of all people, Stephen Crowder, in one podcast, could not tell you which one. He said that the same freedom that allows you to excel, I did a video about this, the phoenix in you, to excel is the same freedom that allows you to do nothing at all. Really, it's that equality of opportunity as opposed to equality of outcome. It's that. And that is embodied, as a political system, is embodied inside us as to say, how optimistic or pessimistic are you? A nice binary option. No shades of grey. How optimistic or pessimistic are you? These two things, yes and no, no and yes. To then strive to make things better for yourself. Very interesting. Because you don't have to do anything. You can just do nothing with your time. Absolutely nothing. Just stay in bed all the time. I did a video actually about this a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I really can't remember, to say you can do anything you want. You can, in life, you can do anything you want, of course, in life. Anything. But be prepared to face the consequences of it. You can be as optimistic as you want, pessimistic as you want, and whatever else, any other third or fourth option, and some nice crazy combination or whatever else. Fine. You're an adult. Do what you want. If you're prepared to face the consequences. I could ignore all my clients and say, I'm not bothering anymore, goodbye, good night, and just pull the plug. But what will that mean for me? I did a video about this, and then what? What's the alternative? Be prepared to face the consequences. And if you embody that pessimism, optimism in life, working towards that, building towards this, avoiding that, you name it, be prepared to face the consequences, even if those consequences are decades, centuries in the future, generations. The great-grandchildren will face those consequences. That's the kind of time frame we have to be thinking about. He with the longest time horizon wins. Nice. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.